everyone. I hope you all have had an awesome first full day of school. We are going to spend the next 20 minutes or so talking about why, how, and when we will be using SmartPass this school year. What is SmartPass? SmartPass is a digital hall pass system that is replacing sign-out sheets, yellow paper passes, tiaras, plastic dinosaurs, wooden necklaces in our school as a way of leaving a classroom. It is also replacing Flex Time Manager. Why are we making this shift? Well, there are a lot of reasons. We know that in many classrooms, students would need to ask the teacher's permission to get a pass to use the restroom or to go get a drink of water. This created interruptions to the learning environment, and we really want to cut those out. We also want to give you more control in order to meet your personal needs. But we do, as a school, have a couple of needs ourselves, and that is we need to know where students are going, when they're going there, if they've arrived, and when they're back in class. We need that documentation to assure everybody's ongoing safety and accountability. We also know that at times, people may take an extended break, may wander a little bit in the halls, and we want to reduce that so as to overall reduce interruptions to classroom instruction. So that's what SmartPass is, and it is why we are making a shift to this digital hall pass system. When will you use SmartPass? SmartPass will be used anytime you leave a defined area to go to a different location and for teachers to tag you for flex time or for you to go to a club. So what does that really mean? SmartPass will be used if you need to leave advisory during blocks A, B, C, D, and flex time. You will not use SmartPass during locker breaks and when you have your lunch period. Why might you generate a pass using SmartPass? If you need to use the restroom, if you want to go to guidance to make an appointment to meet with your school counselor, if you want to get a drink of water, if you need to run out to your car for any reason, this is now your car pass. If you arrive to school after 8:50 in the morning instead of getting a paper pass from the main office, you will sign in using SmartPass. And as you can see, there are other reasons why you would be using SmartPass. We will be having two different kinds of passes here in the school. The first are round trip passes. These are passes to and from a location, and they have a predetermined time limit. For example, if you are in Mrs. Murphy's anatomy and physiology class and you want to go get a drink of water, you will be generating a round trip pass because you'll leave her room, go to the closest water fountain, and then return to her classroom. These are all timed. There are also one-way passes, and these are passes where you're going to a different location, but we're not sure how long you're going to be there. For example, you may need to go to the health clinic to see Ms. Underwood. You could be going there because you need a Band-Aid. That's a very short pass. You may be going there because you're really, really feeling ill and you're starting to spike a fever and we need to contact home. You may be in the nurse for a longer period of time. That's why it is a one-way pass, and those are typically not timed. Once you're done in one of those one-way pass locations, you'll be generating another pass to return to class. You heard me talk a little bit about time limits. We do have preset time limits that are based on both the type of pass and the location. And here are some examples. If you need to use the restroom, it is a round trip pass and you have 5 minutes. Again, let's say you have Ms. Blugerman for World History East. The intent is that you go to the closest bathroom. So you leave her room, go to the girls' restroom on the academic wing, and are back in class within 5 minutes. We have set the time for water fountains to be 3 minutes, and you can see some other time limits. All other passes, mostly those that are one way, gives you 4 minutes to get to your desired location. So let's say you are in Mr. Johnson's architecture and engineering class and you need to go to meet with Mrs. Rowell. You will have 4 minutes to get to her office from Mr. Johnson's classroom. The few exceptions to that are if you have classes downstairs or in the portable. Then we're giving you 6 minutes because it will take you more time. Each morning during advisory, you are going to use your laptop to see if a teacher's generated a pass for you because they want to meet with you during advisory block, or let's say if a counselor or your case manager wants to meet with you during locker break or any other time. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to go to the high school website and you're going to click on the SmartPass link in the top right corner. Once you click on that, you're going to be taken to a screen that you can see here. You will sign in with Google. Now, one of two things are going to happen. If you've already signed up and logged into your MDIRSS Google account, you will be taken directly to the class link page. If you have not already signed up, it's going to prompt you to log in, and then it will take you to your class link page. This is what the class link page looks like, and you will then click on SmartPass. So again, very quickly, click on SmartPass, sign in with Google, get to the class link page, and click on the SmartPass icon. Once you do that, you will be taken to your SmartPass homepage. If any passes have been generated for you, you will see them here. This is also where you will see flex time, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. You can also check your calendar by clicking on it. It's on the top of the SmartPass page, and you'll see a calendar that shows that a pass has been generated for you. It's really important for you to know that this does not sync with your Google Calendar. So please do not look at your Google Calendar to see if a teacher has tagged you. That can only be done through SmartPass. Now, when it comes to flex time, this is what you need to know. All students this year will be reporting to their advisory for flex time. Attendance will be taken. If you have a pass waiting for you when you check in the morning, or if you've signed up to go to a club, then you do not go to advisory and you go directly to your location. Now, what happens if a teacher hasn't tagged you, but you really need to meet with them? Each classroom teacher will tell you how they want you to request that they give you a pass. We just ask that you remember that typically those need to be requested 24 hours in advance. This is what it looks like to sign up for a club or an activity for flex time. Again, once you're on your homepage, you're going to see something that says upcoming this week. It will have the date, and then it will say the flex period. There will be a green sign up box. Once you click on that, you're going to see whatever options there are for you to generate a pass. And all you need to do is click on it. So let's say this student decides that they want to go to underwater basket weaving in Mrs. Cohen's classroom. You would click on that box, and now all of a sudden on your home page, it shows that you have a pass to go to underwater basket weaving. Now you may say, wow, those are only 2 activities. That's correct. This year, the default is academic support in your advisory. The gym, the weight room, the art rooms, those are not available for open sign up. Those are intended for students who need to make up classes. It is really important that you understand that a teacher cannot send you to another location or generate a pass to another location. You have to request that from the teacher. For anything other than flex time, let's say you need to take a movement break or you need to check in the main office to see if a parent has left you a message, you are going to use the kiosks. Each classroom has a kiosk. It looks like an iPad. What you will do is you'll go up to that iPad, tap it, and this screen will come up where it says Create Pass. You'll enter in your name. From there, a new image will emerge and it will ask you, where are you coming from? You may type in the room number or your teacher's name, and it will ask you to select a destination. In this example, it is asking you where you're coming from, and your desired location is the second floor girls' restroom. Something I want to highlight is if you look in the bottom, it says 0 out of 4 passes remaining today. You must request a pass from your teacher. What this means is that this student has used up their daily allotment of passes, and SmartPass will no longer allow them to generate a pass. Teachers may override this if there is an emergency, but you have to ask. So what do you need to know about this pass allotment? Each person is allocated 4 passes per day, the equivalency of 1 per block. Now, you need to know that each classroom will only allow 2 passes to be generated at any given time, 2 open passes. And there are limits as to how many passes can be given to certain locations. So, for example, the girls' restroom upstairs, only 4 open passes will be given at any given time. More people can't be in there waiting for a stall to open up. So what do you do if you are denied a pass? Do you pick another location? No, you don't, because then you're going to have an expired pass. You just need to wait maybe 5 minutes and try again. It's also important to know that not all passes count towards your 4. Typically, only round trip passes count towards your allocated 4. If you need to go to the nurse, if you need to meet with the school counselor, an administrator, you have a restorative meeting, those will not count towards your 4. If you need to go to the library to do academic research, again, that will not count towards your 4. But bathroom, water fountain, checking in the main office, guidance office, car pass, those will count towards your 4. And again, it's important to know that teachers can issue additional passes if you do use up your 4 and it is an emergency. Once you request a pass be generated, you will see something like this on the kiosk. It'll tell you what kind of pass it is, how much time you have, and then you will click SmartPass. From there, the screen changes and there's a countdown clock. And that countdown clock stays colored until you click End Pass. It's really important that you remember that when you arrive to your destination on a one-way pass or return to your classroom on a round-trip pass, that you click End Pass. This is your responsibility. If you don't do it, the system thinks that you're still in the bathroom and other students will not be able to generate passes. Or it will say, wow, there are still 2 passes being used from this classroom space. We can't allow any more, even though you're back in your seat. So it's really important that you click End Pass. If you don't and you wind up going overtime or something happens and you go overtime, your pass turns red, and instead of counting down, it now counts up until End Pass is clicked. That means you have an expired pass. One more time, it is your responsibility to end your passes. A pattern of failing to do so would mean that we're going to have a conversation about how we can better support and help you in remembering to end passes. So what do you need to know about expired passes? Again, sometimes it may happen, but this is the exception rather than the rule. If a pattern emerges where a student continues to have expired passes, we will start with a conversation with Mr. Braun, with myself, with Mr. Haney, or someone else in the building. And then if it continues to happen, then we will be talking to your family and possibly having consequences. If you're struggling with SmartPass and you're not sure where to go for help, you may see your teacher, your advisor, Mr. Arnold, or me at any given time.